Welcome back to The Mind is the Altar. I want to take this time to thank you for taking your time to watch this video. And I want to take this time to thank you for subscribing to us, The Mind is the Altar. Now, there's a lot of things going on in this universe. And there's a lot of opinions. And there's a lot of disagreement and agreement. But all I can say is, no one is right and no one is wrong. We are all supposed to collect information and put it together as one consciousness. Some of us, we do believe in the supernatural world, and some of us, we do not believe in the supernatural world, which is fine. So, let's say you are sitting on your couch, reading a book or watching a TV. All of a sudden, in the corner of your eyes, you see a dark figure passes by, then disappears out of nowhere. The first thing our subconscious mind will tell us is, holy shit, I have seen a ghost. Sometimes maybe a ghost will be the case. But keep in mind, a ghost will appear in a form that you remember them by, or in a mist white smoky form. So what are these dark humanoid form shadows, like the man with the hat and the shadow with the reddish eyes? Where do they come from? See, almost 45% of us in this universe have had experience or seen these dark shadows, or what we know as the man with the hat. It could be in a dream or in our very reality. In my experience, I have seen the man with the hat, but this was when I was half asleep and half awake, known as a sleep paralysis. When I seen the man with the hat, he was observing me as I was asleep, and what I learned is his movement is from point A to point B. You can't see his feet move, but you can tell he moved. Almost like he's teleporting as he moves. The question is, how is it possible that 45% of us are seeing the same thing? At one point in our life, we are all experiencing the same experience. The man with the hat. See, some people, they see this dark shadow or these dark entities standing in front of their house, just standing there and not looking away. Even if these dark entities, if they're standing in front of your house, like the man with the hat, they say once you look into his eyes and you guys locked eyes, he won't even look away. He will show no fear. He will just stand there and stare at you. One thing we know about these entities is that they never physically hurt no one, but some of them, they give a certain type of energy, an energy of fear. Some of these entities, they feed off fear. They need your energy so they can be stronger. And some of these entities, they are observers, just like us. We are observers in our own reality. There is a possibility that these entities or these dark shadows are people who are astral traveling in the astral realm, and you just happen to see them because when these entities or these dark shadows are around you, your energy and their energy merge, which means once their energy and your energy gets connected, they can break through the barrier between this reality to their dimension or to their realm, and therefore now you can see them. But sometimes our subconscious mind is not ready to handle this kind of experience. So what do our subconscious mind do? It brushes it off. Oh, did I mention some of these dark shadows are demonic and evil spirits or entities? Like they are like some entities that they mean no good. There are some dark shadows that they mean no good, but they can't physically harm you. So then what they do is they use your energy. They use your fear. Often people report these dark shadows about 7 feet tall, even though they can't transform into different size and shapes. The dark shadows with the reddish eyes are said by some to be an evil spirit. This means they were completely evil humans who have passed away and transformed into this dark form so they can continue their evil ways. Some people have seen shadow figures in the forest. These shadow figures are believed that they protect nature itself. So they hang around the trees all day and all night. When you see this shadows figure in the forest, they will mimic your movement. If you move, they will move. If you stop, they will stop. For somehow you'll find this creepy enough and then you won't even try to proceed. The most popular shadow people have seen is the Hat Man, a 7 feet dark shadow in human form with a cape or trench coat and a cowboy hat. Some people say when the Hat Man comes around, he gives a terrifying vibe that will scare the shit out of you. He will also make you feel like he will return. He'll be back soon. But one thing we all know, the Hat Man will never physically harm you. And I know this for sure because I have experienced the Hat Man himself and I've seen the Hat Man himself. One thing I noticed, he will never physically harm you. See, there's some people believe that the Hat Man is just a manifestation of our subconscious mind. If this is true, then 45% of us are manifesting the same thing. Now, if 45% of us are manifesting the same thing, are experiencing the same thing and seeing the same dark shadow, the Hat Man, then some of these people will say it's just a coincidence. Now, I don't believe in coincidence. Everything has a reason in this universe. Every number, every person you talk to every day, every thought, there's a meaning. Everything is calculated. See, there's a good chance that the Hat Man could be somewhere or someone. There's a good chance that the Hat Man could be someone from our future. And since he's known to be an observer, therefore the Hat Man is paying a visit on our timeline to study us and collect data. Now, I'm not saying this is what it is, but it's just there's a good chance. You will never know. Most people who have seen the Hat Man, they either say he's from a different dimension or an alien. Some, they even believe that inside the dark shadow, inside the dark human shadow, known as the Hat Man, there's a robot that studies us. A robot that's designed to study the human behavior during a time of fear. And that's why the Hat Man, he gives away this kind of energy, fear. In my experience, when I saw the Hat Man during my sleep paralysis, he was standing next to my bed. He was standing right next to my bed. His hands were placed on top of each other, like he was paying some respect or something. Or he was giving out a sign that he means no harm. His movement was like some kind of teleportation or something, telepathic, like he was from point A to point B. Well, therefore, in my opinion, the Hat Man, he is an observer from a different dimension who have the ability to observe anyone or anywhere within blink of an eye. Let's think about it. If you dive in an ocean and you go way deep in this ocean, the creatures in the ocean, if they never seen a human before, will they say, oh, I see a human? Will they say you're an alien? Will they say you're a dark entity or a dark shadow? What will they think? What would they think that they're seeing if they see you and they never saw you? But one thing they know is whatever is looking at them is observing them. Just like the Hat Man. One thing we know, whoever the Hat Man is, whatever the Hat Man is, he is observing us. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share. I'm gonna have to see you on my next video. Thank you for your time.